get this started. Hello world, hello world, hello world, hello world. Travis is the owner of the clothing brand Avenue 88, which I'm decked out in.
I know the sweat on my boots.
Please show them your boots.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at this.
You know what I'm saying? A little something, you know. But it was definitely a unique upbringing.
Yeah.
Especially like black farm culture.
Snapbacks and boots.
So it started way back in the day. Cold summer night.
What was your specialty?
I was a shooter. It was wet. Still wet.
Wait, so you could run?
Still wet.
You could
still wet.
all the cameras.
I'm okay with not getting everything right now. When things are supposed to happen, they will happen. Those opportunities to go on vacation, they'll come. They better come.
Yeah.
They better come.
It's all necessary.
With Tiffany's.
The boots
yeah,
took you
I
there?
thought you said something else.
no, the boots. The boots took you there.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get this started.
Let's do it.
Hello world. Hello world. Hello world. Hello world. I'm your host, Tiffany Sage, newly certified life coach, I'm happy to say.
Congratulations.
And singer-songwriter, and I'm your host with or at It's All Necessary. This is a space where we're reminded every life experience that we go through, whether big or small, it all serves its purpose, and it's only going to prepare us and propel us for our greatness and next level. Before we get into the show, leave your comments, subscribe, all that good stuff, because I want to hear from you. Okay, so my guest tonight is none other than Mr. Travis Sounds. Travis is the owner of the clothing brand Avenue 88, which I'm decked out in. And I'll definitely leave a link in the bio so you can be sold out. Like, Tiffany, look what you did.
Let's go.
All right, so let's jump into it. Take me through your childhood. Where are you from, and what is your fondest childhood memory?
Ooh, take you to my childhood. All right. So it started way back in the day. And, cold summer night now. So I am from Central California by way of a town called Tulare.
Okay.
And Pixley. So my family had a ranch in Pixley.
Okay.
And it was located on the street Avenue 88. That was the inspiration behind the name of my brand, Avenue 88. But I went to school in Tulare because Pixley doesn't have like a high school.
It's like a small town.
It's a real small town. Okay. Like, you got to get bussed into the other town to go to school.
Wow.
Yeah.
By the way, this upbringing sounds very affluent.
Yes. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
a ranch.
Yeah. Yeah. My grandparents had a lot of land, and they did many different things. We had a lot of different animals.
Nice.
Over the course of the time.
What, pet chickens?
We had cows, chickens, horses, pheasants. What else? A lot of peacocks around.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a lot of different animals.
And were you only child?
No, I have. I'm the second to the oldest.
Okay.
So I have. There's four of us, four siblings, and all my cousins, me, my siblings, we all pretty much spent every weekend on that land.
Wow.
Or every summer as well.
And so, of course, it made you guys hardworking and,
Yeah. That's where the hard work comes from.
What's the quote? The sweat of my brow.
The sweat. Hey, I know the sweat on my boots.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Wait, please show them your boots.
Now, you know what I'm saying?
Look at
we
this.
got, you know what I'm saying? A little something, nothing
and
too much.
Wow. Wait, so I feel like I'm jumping.
Yeah.
You would normally wear this to school? The boots?
No. Like, this is special occasion. For me, I didn't. So my grandfather was a cowboy.
Okay.
My grandfather was a black cowboy. Every day, boots, jeans, and snapbacks. Sometimes cowboy hats, but more so boots, jeans, snapbacks. I think that's where I get my style from.
Yeah.
Might be jumping.
Yeah.
But
no, let's jump.
that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
From him. But me, I had many different swags, growing up. But the core root of my influence of style comes from
I love that.
my family and my grandfather.
You're like a walking piece of heritage.
Yeah. Yeah.
And excuse my ignorance, snapbacks is is the same as a trucker hat.
Like a trucker hat, yeah. Trucker hats you would have, yeah.
Boy, this is like my style all day.
Yeah, looks good on you too.
Thank you. Fondest memory, I'll say on the ranch.
Fondest memory, my family reunions. So all of our family reunions were held on that property for like many, many years. So
wait, you guys still have the ranch now? Whoa, pop, pop, pop. All right, so my name is Tifani Sage. I'm a confidence and clarity life coach. If you're feeling unfulfilled in your life or you don't know what's next for you, I'm your girl. I can take you to new levels of clarity. Click the link in my bio for a complimentary, yeah, I said it, complimentary call with me so we can get your life on track. Click the link so we can connect.
We actually sold, it got sold like a year and a half ago.
Why?
That's a long story, but you know, we'll go right into it real quick. So my grandfather passed away in 2018, and then we sold it in 2021-ish, 2022. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of upkeep. You know, you got we tractors. We had all kinds of tractors.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I'm just realizing this. Ranch equals like manpower.
Yeah, manpower. It's a lot of work. Yeah.
Machinery.
No.
Something.
Wow. You got to really be out there on the land working it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my grandfather would do something every day, and I never really understood when I was a kid. I'm like, you're up at 5 a.m. every day?
Wow.
But as I got older, I realized you have to you really got to be dedicated to this land in order to make it profitable and make it work, you know?
How was the harvest?
It was good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was always good. Yeah, I mean, he did many different things, so a lot of things came from that land. But I would say, back to the question, my fondest memory would be my family reunions. Yeah, because everybody would come out from all over, you know, from Texas or Cleveland or L.A., because I have family in L.A. as well. And we had a pond, so we would gather at the pond.
Yeah.
Everybody be fishing, you know.
Wow.
Watermelons. Everybody had their own watermelons.
This
it was
needs
just like
to be a movie.
Yeah.
I need to see this.
Yeah.
It's reminding me of, and I'm probably butchering it, but
I know where you're
Welcome
going.
Home, Roscoe Jenkins. What were you? what were you thinking?
I thought you were gonna say something else, but never mind. You
say
didn't
it.
go there because everybody's like, "Is this from the movie Nope?" And I'm like, "No."
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot, you're right.
Yeah, everybody's like, "Is this from the movie Nope?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "No, this is from my real life." Like,
well,
you know? Yeah.
I want to watch what is it? What would you call your life? Or if you had a movie, what in like that time period, what would you call your life?
Honestly, I don't know. What movie would I compare it to? Man, it's like I don't know.
Snapbacks and boots.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't think there's a movie for
Wow.
it. Yeah. But it was definitely a unique upbringing.
Yeah.
Especially like black farm culture.
I don't think I know anyone who grew up on a ranch.
Yeah, like a lot of people, they're not familiar with that. Yeah. So every time I tell people about, my family had a ranch, they automatically think I'm from Texas.
Oh.
What part of Texas you from?
Yeah.
I'm not from Texas.
You're wrong. Nope.
Central California.
But shout out to Texas.
Shout out to Texas, though. We love Texas, yes.
Oh, wait, you know what I just realized? I think the AC is on, and I wonder if the mics are catching it. Okay. Intermission.
Intermission.
Alrighty. So, who were your role models growing up?
My role models growing up, I would say my grandfather, my mom, and one of my uncles. Yeah.
And throw out an adjective for each person.
My grandfather. Just like describe him in one word.
If he's more than that, like give him his props.
My grandfather, the hardest working person I've ever met in my life. Yeah. My mom, she's probably the second hardest working person that I met in my life.
Shout out to Mama Dukes.
Yeah. Encouraging, my mom. Encouraging.
I like that.
And what's another word for encouraging? She was encouraging, but she's also encouraging and nurturing. My uncle gave me a lot of game.
About and share.
Just about life. Gave me game about
Listen,
life.
Travis.
Women. just how to like control like your stay even tempered, like just a lot of things. He would just a lot of car rides that we had. He would
I like that.
he would just like talk to me about life.
And when he was doing that, did you ever feel like, oh, just shut up, or it was just like,
no, it's always like you
leaned in a
gonna
little
listen,
closer
yeah,
here.
yeah, because I mean he has like his aura is like you want to listen to what he has to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell you're a man of like morals.
Yes.
I know it's because like your physique, but you
Yeah.
just look solid, and you never like struck me as a person that was just like, just all over the freaking place.
I try to stay, even grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just I try to stay straightforward. Yeah. Yeah.
We can feel it.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
What did you aspire to be when you were growing up?
Man, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a lot of things. I think the first thing I wanted to be, like, I wanted to be a basketball player. Like,
Same.
everybody wanted to be like Mike.
Wait, let me guess the position. Well, were you kind of tall for your age when
I
you
was
were
tall,
young?
yeah.
So I'm thinking power forward.
No, I was a shooting guard.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a shooting guard. Because, see, everybody was like, you're tall. But I was tall for my city, but not for, like, the world of basketball.
Yeah.
So when I would do, like, AAU travel tournaments, I'm like, I'm not that tall. For a power forward,
Yeah.
they're like 6'8",
Did it
6'10".
push your ego down a little, or you were just like, it's okay, I'm still good though?
No, I was solid. I
Okay.
was a
Okay.
hooper. I was putting up numbers.
What was your what's the word? So for me, I was obviously I'm 5'3", so I was point guard.
Gotcha.
But what was your specialty?
I was a shooter. Jumper.
Okay.
Jumper
Okay.
was wet. Still wet.
Wait,
Where's
so
the
you
camera
could
at?
run?
Still
wait,
wet.
You could
Still wet.
all the cameras.
All the cameras.
You could run, pull up, and shoot it.
Run, pull up, shoot it, catch and shoot. I was like, see, I'm showing my age right now, but
okay.
Reggie Miller was like the shooter back then. Right now, it's Steph
Indiana
Curry.
Pacers.
Indiana Pacers, yeah.
Indiana.
Oh,
yes.
there we go. Let's go. Indiana, let's go. Shout out to Indiana. Shout out to Reggie Miller. I even wore number 30 because I was inspired by his shooting ability, right? So it was like him or Ray Allen. But now it's like Steph Curry,
Yeah.
But back then, that's who was like the shooters in the NBA. Of course, everybody loved Michael Jordan though. But yeah, I was a shooter.
Let's see if we could go back and forth of like the best shooters. I'm stuck in that era of basketball, so that's kind of like all I know.
Okay.
So I'll start off with I'll just say last names. Kukoc.
Tony Kukoc. All right. Oh, wow, that's a good one. Shooters?
Yeah.
Dang. Well, I already said Reggie Miller. I said Ray Allen. Who else was out there?
Okay,
like,
I'll
putting
go
up numbers?
Stockton.
A shooter?
Was
he a shooter?
good?
He was good. He was a point guard though.
Okay, Bibby, or he was more like
Mike Bibby?
Yeah.
I was thinking Mike Bibby.
Okay.
Mike Bibby was good. He was solid. I was a Kings fan for a little bit.
Let me see who else.
Ooh, who else?
Oh my gosh.
You testing the basketball knowledge now.
Yeah.
Hey, who was killing? Who was a shooter? I don't even know. I can't even think of none. That's a good question.
I could just really.
Stojakovic.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
Oh
Stojakovic.
yeah. Wait. I just in my head I was thinking McGrady, but he was more like a dunker.
Yeah, he was all. Yeah. He was more of like a highlight player. Iverson though.
Iverson.
Yeah, Iverson, top tier. Yeah. I can't believe it took me so long to think of Iverson. Yeah.
Gosh, I loved that.
That was a good time. Right
That was
there.
a good time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ooh, what are some similarities and differences of your personality from when you were a teenager to present day? So we'll start with similarities.
What, like some similar traits that I have now?
Yeah, that it's just like if someone ran into you from back in the day, they'll be like, "Oh, that's the same
me.
Travis I know." Yeah.
I feel like I've always been a leader.
Ooh.
Like always, and people look to me to lead.
How does that make you feel when they do that?
It makes me feel like I don't even know because it's always been that way. Because like going back to sports, like I was always like the captain of the team, or like people would come to me if they had problems, or even my friends. Like I always feel like I was like always in the front. So I feel like
it
that's
groomed
the
you.
same.
I feel too.
Yeah. That's kind of the same as today. I feel like my peers and what I do now they come to me for advice,
Mm-hmm.
or they look to me, to lead in some form or
Yeah.
some way, shape,
yeah.
or form. Yeah, yeah. So I would say
In my
that.
head, it's like I see them like coming to you, not in like a cultish way, but
Yeah.
like bowing, like kind of kneeling.
Nah,
kneeling,
they ain't doing that. Hold on, where the camera's at? They ain't-
kneeling at your like knee. Or I don't know how to say it, but like they're coming to you like, okay, I'm gonna humble myself. What do you think, Travis? Like, I don't
yeah,
think a lot of
there's
people.
there's situations like that,
Mhm.
but I don't think it's like kneeling,
Yeah,
like
no.
but it's
Yeah.
just like if they want to vent or they need advice, I feel like people usually come to me for that.
And in a way, I kind of feel like that it's not reincarnation, but like how you were eager to listen to your uncle,
Mhm.
that
Yeah,
you are that to them
Yeah.
in a way.
yeah. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't even think of that. All right.
Righty. So let's move on to 100% necessary. So
Okay.
it's an absolute.
Okay.
Starting off. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Before we get there, what are the differences?
Oh, the difference between
Yeah.
then
Mhm.
and now. What are the differences? Definitely more mature.
Mm.
I'm more wise. I am more open to trying different things.
Mm-hmm.
In high school, or even fresh out of high school, you're trying to figure out life.
Yeah.
You're on a journey. Life is a never-ending journey. But I feel like now, me at this age, I'm just more seasoned.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, yeah, sprinkle it.
When you were, I just had it in my head, but I'll say I remember when at my high school graduation and the valedictorian was giving the speech like, this is the last time we're all going to be in the same room together and whatever. I remember sitting there like, I can't wait to get into the real world. Like I felt like my discipline and street smarts, book smarts, just all of that, the eagerness to get out there. How, if you can remember, how were you feeling?
When I graduated high school, I was feeling a lot of things. Okay, I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go do this. This is what's next for me. I didn't know. I'm like, all right, this is done. So like, I got to figure out life.
Yeah.
Like I graduated one day, and then the next day I'm supposed to be an adult. Like,
Wow, that's a
so it's like,
good perspective.
I didn't really have it figured out.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been a creative person my whole life, childhood, high school, and then outside high school, but I didn't really know where life would take me at that time.
Yeah.
I just knew I finished.
Yeah. Did your grandfather or mom put pressure on you?
For school?
Yeah. Or no, sorry. That like, now you've graduated. Like, okay, what you gonna do?
Oh, no, not really. Cause like, so backstory in high school, I was an artist. Goes into like me being a creative. Not to go left field, but so I was making music. I was in a group. I had songs on the radio. Like I was.
What? I didn't know you did music.
Yeah. I've done music since I was in 8th grade, and so that was kind of like something I was doing for fun with my friends, but it started to get real serious, in high school.
Yeah.
I was supposed to sign a record deal in high school, all type of stuff. So I was like, oh, this is where I'm going.
Yeah.
At least I thought that. And all my peers thought that. All my classmates thought that. Everybody thought that. My friends, my family too. So that was kind of like where my mind was like, oh, I'm out of high school. Like, I don't really know what's next, but I already got this going.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to figure this out.
Yeah. And
Um,
how did that go?
It didn't go. It didn't go, but I'm still, grateful for the journey. Like,
Yeah.
I had some dope experiences in that, and I met cool people that I'm still cool with to this day. And, I feel like it's still in me. It never leaves you. You just put it to the side. Like, talent never leaves you. It's just you pick it up again if you want to. And when you pick it up, it's just like riding a bike.
Yeah. You get like
you get the groove
you get back into it.
Yeah.
Did it like how did it affect you, if it did, when you realize like, ooh,
it didn't work?
This isn't because I mean to get the attention of a record label, that's a big step.
Yeah. For me, it was disappointing, but at the same time, it's like I've always been able to pivot. Like, so I'm like, okay, I could sit here and dwell on it, or I could just figure something else out. So I dwelled on it for a little bit because, man, like I was all in, like 10 years deep into trying to make that happen.
Yeah.
But then I was like, you know what? There's other things that I could do. I could produce. I could try to write songs, or I could do something else that brings me the same joy as trying to be an artist.
Mm-hmm.
So I just was like, I'll just pivot.
Yeah.
You know? That's what I did.
I love
Yeah.
that. Now on to 100%
There we go.
All right. So 2 characteristics you feel you needed
Mm-hmm.
to equip you on the journey of entrepreneurship.
You needed, I needed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like you're talking about what I need or what people need.
You.
What I need.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, belief in self is the biggest one.
Mm-hmm.
And discipline.
Mm.
Self-discipline, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, if you don't believe in yourself, then
Good
nobody
luck.
like good luck. Yeah, nobody else is gonna. I mean, I feel like it starts with yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to believe in you in order to get other people to believe in you too. You know.
Yeah.
And then discipline, because I see a lot of people who are reaching, I guess, quote unquote success, but they don't have any discipline. So it comes so quick and it leaves quick.
Yeah.
You know. So it's like, I feel like discipline is key.
And to your point, when you said like self-belief, like people can believe in you, but I think it's dangerous when you don't believe in yourself that much.
Yeah.
And then there's someone who believes in you. They realize like, oh, I got your ear.
Yeah.
And then God help you with whatever intentions that person has.
Yeah.
And then the same mouth that's like, you got this, keep going.
Yeah.
It's like, you ain't, you know.
Yeah.
You weren't that good. I was just telling you, da-da-da. And then
Yeah.
it's like, before you know it, it's like, you're kind of worse off because you don't have, you know, the self-belief.
The self-belief. You got to have that self-belief. Yeah.
2 pieces of advice that were given to you that you feel were necessary for your growth. Game-changing pieces of advice.
Game-changing pieces of advice? Oh, man. I don't know. I'm like from someone else.
Or yourself.
Yeah, I just feel like it's in me, you know, like, so nobody ever told me like, you're going to do this, you could do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, I would see it around me all the time with my family. And like, so I know what hard work look like. I know what dedication look like. I know what creativity look like. So I just kind of like, it just molded me.
Yeah.
My surroundings, you know?
I'm excited for your future.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm excited for yours too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. 2 daily practices, business or personal, that ensure you to have a good day. So business day, personal day.
Okay.
What are those daily habits?
I try to, it's kind of going back to sports. I kind of like, before a game, you got to get in that zone.
In the thing,
You got to lock in, you know? So for me, sometimes, like, let's talk about like the business side, a business day. Let's say I'm going to do a market, right? On my way
I want to know how, like, what that preparation, because I can only imagine it's a lot of, like, a checklist or whatever.
A lot of checklists.
Yeah.
A lot of things to check off that list. So, like, going to a market, if I'm prepping for a market, you know, let's start with the journey of me on going to get set up.
Yeah.
On my way to the market, to me, it's like a basketball game. It's like you got your headphones on, you block out all the noise, and you tell yourself like you got it, right?
Yeah.
So on my way to markets, I put some songs on. But hey, the songs be where the camera at? The songs be slapping, okay? Maximum volume, and then I just zone out, and I'm like, it takes me back to when I used to play basketball.
Yeah.
It's like I know I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna put up numbers. Like, like regardless, you know. Like I know I'm gonna go. I mean, it's different. I'm going to a market, but I'm gonna drop 30 today.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I might have a triple double. You know what I'm saying?
Like
so
that analogy.
that's
yeah.
my mindset when I go to the markets, and then when I get there, it's like it's go time. You know, and you gotta put your best foot forward.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm not showing up to lose. I'm showing up to win. So it's like I just keep that mindset in preparation on a work day.
When you're hungry, do you bring something with you?
Oh, at the market?
Eat?
Oh yeah, I pack a lunch.
Okay, because I was wondering,
I
like,
pack a good old lunch.
When you're feeling kind of like, okay, I'm a little tired, or like the energy's low a little bit, do you feel the pressure of like, nope, keep it together because you're the face of the brand.
Oh yeah,
You're
yeah.
the-
I
okay.
definitely. There's times. Oh man, that's a good question. There are times. Keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
There are times where I don't feel like doing it,
Mm-hmm.
but it goes back to my upbringing. It's like there's times when my grandfather probably felt like I don't want to get up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Or my mom, I don't want to work overtime today,
Mm-hmm.
but they had to do it.
Yeah.
So I always go back to that. Like I gotta do it.
I love
You know?
that. There was a quote that I heard, I think it was yesterday or today, where it's like, if you don't do the work, your work is going to fire you.
Ooh,
And
I like
was
that.
oh my God. Wow.
And look at us, we doing the work.
That part.
We are doing the work.
Because I was tired today. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, hey, I feel you. Me too. Today was a day. Today was definitely a day.
But this really, I know, like, once I'm, setting up
Yep.
and I'm here, I'm just like, oh, tired,
getting
tired what?
Yeah, you
like,
get in the zone.
yeah,
You lock
that's
in.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining whoever is with me on live. Is there anyone on live with me?
Not at this current moment, but
Oh, wow.
people in it.
Okay. Great.
It's all good. We
Bye,
still
yeah.
putting up numbers. Still putting up numbers. Triple doubles.
All right. So let's move on to the juicy. So
Okay.
working lifestyle.
Yes.
What was the light bulb moment that inspired you to start a clothing line?
Ooh, that's a good question. Like maybe 2 light bulbs. So, my grandfather was an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
He was very successful in what he was doing. And one day we were driving in his pickup. I was riding. He was driving. I was riding. And we were on our way to get something from his other property that he had. And I asked him, I was like, did you know what you were doing when you started your business, his first business? And he put his head down. And he looked up. And he said no. And I was like shocked because I seen him be very successful. So I thought he knew. I thought he knew like what he was doing.
Yeah.
So he told me no, and then that like lit a light bulb in my head. I was like, oh, so I don't have to know what I'm doing to just try, because I really thought you do your research first.
Yeah.
And,
Everything's ironed out.
everything is ironed out. But I was like, oh, I could just jump in. I could
Yeah.
I'm just try it. So that was one, and then another light bulb moment for me was just like during the pandemic, I had a lot of free time, and I was like, this is a perfect opportunity for me to try. To try something.
Yeah.
You know
what I just realized sometimes opportunities, maybe it's just me, but when you said you had a lot of free time, I feel sometimes people don't do things unless their back is against the wall kind of thing.
True.
Versus I'm not getting any pressure
Yeah.
from anywhere, anyone. So let me just try this.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I just realized that, where it's just like, how I admire that, where it's like, no, I have free time, so let me be intentional with it.
Yeah.
Versus I need to, like, what's it called? Doing things at the last minute or things like that.
Yeah. I've done things at the last minute.
Mhm.
I think we all do that. We
Yeah.
all procrastinate sometimes, and then next thing we know, it's the last minute.
Yeah.
And then we try to get it done. But and during that time, everybody was at home.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm sitting here, like, I need to figure out how I can not go back to my old job. So I was like, I didn't want to go back. So I had to start something. Yeah.
Let me see if, okay, so kind of leads to my next question. What did that process look like the moment you decided to pursue
Entrepreneurship?
fashion? Yeah.
Oh, fashion. Okay. So, excuse me. In that moment, I went downtown in the fashion district, and I was just walking around, like, seeing, like, what was going on. I was more like people watching at first, because I was like,
This was with you already knowing what you want to do.
no, I didn't know.
Oh,
I
you
knew
were just-
I
okay.
wanted to. I knew I was. It's pandemic. I'm like, okay, I have time to really start this. I already knew what I wanted my brand to be called.
Okay.
Like in 2011.
Okay.
I knew that, but I didn't know what I was gonna do. Like what kind of design or what am I gonna put out first? And so I just went down to the fashion district with my friends because they had kind of the same ideas. They want to start brands too. And I was just meeting different manufacturers and talking. I think I got like 30 cards that day. So I was just going everywhere, asking questions.
Yeah.
And then I kind of did my research on who I thought I should go with to start. And then I think maybe a month after that, I pulled the trigger and I just was like, wow, I'm about to print some shirts and see what happens. And I'm still going.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I guess, like, from creating the fonts,
Mhm.
the artwork, all that to opening up a business account.
Oh yeah, all
It was
that.
just like kind of you stumbling into it.
Yeah,
Or?
YouTube University.
Shout out to you too. Yeah.
I graduated with honors. Top of my class. YouTube University for sure. As far as like, LLC and how to go about doing that, and then, what to get if you're gonna do a market in person. Like, what do you need? Because all this was new to me. Like,
Yeah.
I've always feel like I've been on an entrepreneur journey because you're doing music, you're an entrepreneur. You're selling yourself. So I'm like, okay, I could do that, but this is like a different lane.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just did my research, YouTube, and then, like I said, I took a chance, and I was like, I'm just gonna try it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you doing it, or are you still doing it by yourself, or you have like a point person for this or another person for that?
No, I'm a one man band. I do everything on my own.
Get out.
Yeah, I do everything on my own. In the future, probably not.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm at the point now where it's like ramping up,
Mm-hmm.
and I can do everything on my own,
Mm-hmm.
which is good. Thank you, God. But I still do everything on my own right now. Yeah.
So how does this, like, I don't know, like your organization skills and
You gotta
like
be on it.
focusing
Gotta
and
be on it.
blocking out distractions. How are you on that right now?
I'm pretty good at that. Like, I've always been good at like spending time with myself
Mm-hmm.
and being like okay.
Yeah.
And then so like me doing stuff by myself, like going to the manufacturer or picking up stuff or making the design, like to me, I don't mind it.
Mm-hmm.
It just gets hard sometimes when like a market gets busy
Yeah.
and I'm by myself.
Yeah.
It's funny because the last weekend I was at Black Market Flea,
Mm-hmm.
and the vendor next to me was like, man, like it's like you had 8 arms because he was like, you was going so fast
Yeah.
getting them in and out. He was like, I couldn't do this by myself.
Wow.
I was like, yeah, man, I'm used to it though.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a long line, but I was
Doing it. Yeah.
putting up numbers. Yeah, I was dropping 30. But yeah, just staying focused, blocking out the noise. I've turned down a lot of functions. Like I can't go out. Self-discipline. Let's go out, my friends. Let's go out
I
here
was gonna
tonight.
ask,
I'm like, nah, I can't.
did it tamper with your, I don't think that's the right word, but affect your social life?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to be willing to sacrifice some things in order to gain,
That.
So I feel like that was one of them. But my friends, I mean, they're really my friends. They understand, We'll hang out. We'll catch up every once in a while. But, yeah, it definitely took a toll on some of my friendships because I can't – you want to go out on Friday night, but I have a market Saturday morning.
That.
And I got to be in customer service mode, not hungover mode.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
True.
So, yeah.
Shout out to you and everyone sacrificing right now, because I feel like I'm in the beginning. I'll say beginning as in when I graduated from high school, did the college thing, didn't even think I was going to graduate college because I was like, oh, I'm going to get a songwriting deal. I don't need this.
Yeah.
But the sacrificing that I did back then, and then like fast forward now, I feel like I'm sacrificing, but it's not feeling so, biting.
Yeah.
But I had to remind myself the other day, like, nah, you have to sacrifice some things to get what you really want.
That's true.
How do you feel about the whole something about like wanting to have everything at once, or are you okay with, I'm okay with not getting that right now because I'm focused on this?
I'm okay with not getting everything right now because I feel like when things are supposed to happen, they will happen.
That's a really good cushion to.
Yeah, it's like I need it all right now. I'm like, if I keep working, it's gonna happen. If I keep pushing, it's gonna happen. Opportunities are gonna present themselves.
Yeah.
Regardless, as long as I keep putting in the work. If I stop putting in the work, then opportunities will stop.
Yeah.
That's how I think about it. With a lot of things, I think about things in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's manifest some things. Where would you love to see your line being sold in?
As far as like stores?
Yeah.
Urban Outfitters, PacSun, Macy's, any stores that are like any stores that have like a dope aesthetic.
Okay.
I don't know what.
In my head,
every
Nordstrom came to mind.
I was gonna say Nordstrom. Yeah, all the fine retailers for sure.
Yeah.
Anywhere that sells like streetwear,
Mm.
I think I would do good in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can see it.
thank you.
Clearly.
Appreciate that.
What were, if, let me see, I think I know the answer already, but what were some lifestyle changes you had to make in the midst of bossing up to ensure that you're operating at your best level?
Not going out.
Mm-hmm.
Stop hanging out as much. I had to make sure my mental was right. Mental health is very in this entrepreneur game. Your mental gotta be strong.
Yeah.
Because things could
Rock
discourage you. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So I try to do things that help me with my mental health. I exercise.
Mm-hmm.
I play tennis.
Get out.
Yeah, I love tennis.
I think I did see one time on your story.
Yeah.
Well, I'm working on my backhand.
Okay. You
But
play?
my serve is mean, yeah.
Oh, you got a mean serve?
Yeah.
Okay. My serve is weak,
And
but my
return-
forehand
Oh,
is
really?
on point. You know what I'm saying? My speed.
You
I
gotta play.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm down. I love tennis. So I play tennis like 3 times a week
Okay.
because I feel like that lets me take out my frustration because you really get to like, can I cuss on here?
Oh, yeah.
You get to smack the shit out of the ball
Right.
and nobody cares. So like if you had a bad day or somebody pissed you off,
Yeah.
go play tennis.
Bam. And God help you. God help the person who's on
Yeah,
the
on the
receiving end
side.
of that.
Yeah.
Which
Sometimes
might be me.
yeah, well, sometimes I'll be playing and like my friends or I'm playing with like somebody must have made you mad today, huh? I'm like, yeah, it was like last week,
Yeah.
know, but I got to get this off real quick. So I feel like that helps with my mental. And it's like a good thing to play for your brain too. It's like it makes your brain stronger, so they say.
I didn't know that.
That's what somebody
they said.
said. Yeah, somebody sent me a video like if you play tennis, your brain is stronger.
Shout out
I'm
to
like,
us
well, I
with
feel
the
like my
smart
brain's
brain.
strong then. All right, let me get that strong brain then.
Wait, what inspired you to pivot into tennis?
One of my friends,
Okay.
she was like, "You want to play?" And I was like, "No."
Mhm.
Like tennis, nah.
Yeah.
But then I played and I caught on real quick. Like the people at the court were like, "Have you played before?" And I was like, "No."
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just kept going from then. Like I've been playing for like 3 years. Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Ooh, what's a couple standout hard boss lessons that you learned on the job?
Hard boss lessons that I learned on the job.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody's gonna say yes, and you got to be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
You can have good days and bad days.
Yeah.
In entrepreneurship, there's ups and downs. For me, I feel like there's no middle ground. It's either up or it's down. There's no like, you know.
Mm-hmm. And how does that make you feel with there is no, because I feel like I can be a very all or nothing kind of person, and I don't know if that's healthy all the time for me.
I think it's just one of those things with entrepreneurship, you're betting on yourself every time. I never know how much money I'm going to make.
Mm-hmm.
I just go out there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I put that energy out there. I put my best foot forward.
Mm-hmm.
So you're betting on yourself. For me, I'm betting on myself every week. I do the markets every weekend, right? So I feel like you just got to have tough skin because, like I said, everybody's not going to say yes.
Yeah.
And, you know, some days you're not going to make as much as you thought you were going to make.
Yeah.
And then some days you're going to make way more than you thought you would make.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So it's like, it's a real humbling experience being an entrepreneur.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you discipline yourself with spending?
That's a good
because
question.
you don't know,
Because you don't know.
for better or worse,
Yeah.
what it's gonna look like.
So,
and like, how do you build on that?
Yeah, so self-discipline is key,
Mhm.
I feel like, for me. So I can have a great day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dang, I made all this money today.
Yeah.
But I know there's not promised the next week. So I don't go out and just blow it.
Mm-hmm.
There's things I want to buy for myself that I haven't bought since I started.
Wow.
You know, there's things that I need, but I haven't got them.
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much reinvest all the money back into the business, you know, until I feel like I'm at a point where I can pull some money out and do whatever I want with it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's kind of like you got to play it safe a little bit, you know.
Does it feel at any times limiting, or it's just like your mindset is more like no, I actually feel I rather not pull out a lot because I don't want to, think I'm going to be making X amount. And then it's like, damn, why'd I do that?
Yeah, I think for me, as I keep going forward, I start to take bigger risks.
Mm-hmm.
So at first it was like, I'll make some money, I'll reinvest a little. Then I'm like, okay, I keep reinvesting a little, and all this is it's moving, it's going quick, right? So I'm like, okay, now I can reinvest a little bit more and see where that goes.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of test it out.
Okay.
Some of my friends, or I've seen videos where people are like, you just got to go all in. I'm not trying to be homeless. I can go all in, but if it goes bad, then what?
Yeah.
I can't call nobody to be like, hey, you know. So I still have to be responsible.
Yeah.
So I think I just chip in little by little,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually the little becomes bigger. So I still play it safe, not too safe,
Yeah.
but safe enough
Where it's not like reckless.
It's not reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does your day-to-day look like running your brand?
My day to day.
So I guess pre-market.
Pre-market. So like just like during the week.
Yeah.
Okay. So restock days. That's like Monday and Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
I restock every week. Because thankfully things are going pretty good.
Yeah.
So I restock every week. I'm downtown checking with my manufacturers, making sure things are coming out right, because some trial and error is a lot. Restock days are very stressful.
Really?
Let's say I put in an order of like 100 hats, right? When you put them in, everything's all good. When you pick them up, you never know.
Stop.
Yeah, because it might not come out right.
Wait a minute. 1 second. 100 hats, and it would be like all the 100 hats?
No, sometimes it'll be like 25. That's a lot.
Okay.
That's a lot though.
Okay.
Or sometimes it'll only be like 4 or 5. That's great. I can live with that. But when it's like double digit numbers, it's like, look, we got to have a talk. Because now you're cutting into my money, and now we got to do this over. And it prolongs my, what I got going on for shipping. I might have pre-orders. People have been waiting for a couple of weeks. I'm not Amazon, but I can try to get it out quick. So all that affects the way business runs. When things go wrong, every Friday is stressful for me, because that's when I pick up. Usually every Friday or every other Friday. So if it doesn't come out right, we got a problem.
With being an entrepreneur, and you just said that Fridays can be stressful.
Yeah.
Does Friday have the same to it as it used to back in the day?
Working 9 to 5?
Yeah.
No.
Friday is just Friday to you.
Fridays is Friday.
Okay.
For me, the real work starts on the weekends, because that's when I go and sell. I feel like Tuesday I could breathe again, and then Friday I got to get mentally prepared for the weekend again.
Yeah.
Fridays, they're just another day.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when you said Tuesdays, you can breathe, and then Wednesday you're getting back into it.
Yeah.
It reminded me of okay, you won game 2, but now you got to win game 3 because you're trying to win the series.
In entrepreneurship, you got to keep winning. You have to keep winning. You have to. Every week, you have to come out with a W. Even when you come out with a loss, it's really not a loss. It's more like a lesson. It's like, what can I do better? Like, how come I didn't sell this much this week, but I did this week? What? How was my setup, or how was my attitude?
Yeah.
Or, how were the customers? Or what did they gravitate towards? It's all that stuff that I think about, and I keep notes.
Would you say you're hard on yourself, or you're very it's okay, I did my best? Or
no, I'm hard on myself.
You are?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely hard on myself. I have to be.
I am too.
Yeah.
But I'm realizing in recent conversations that I am being hard on myself, and so I guess I want to ask you, do you think you need to ease up a little bit?
I've been told that before, but I feel like the people who have told me, they're not in my shoes.
Oh.
So they're not in the entrepreneur journey. So them saying that, I feel like they can't really relate to what I'm going through, because they're more in a 9 to 5 journey.
Yeah.
I respect their opinion.
Sorry.
9
to 5. You need to shut up.
No. I've been there too, but it's just I'm I'm like, I don't think you really understand like what I got going on behind the scenes, or how much money I just invested, and I have to kind of make it back, So I respect everybody's opinion, of course, and I love my friends, but yeah, sometimes I'm just like still hard. I listen to them, like I'm like, yeah, nah, yeah, sometimes.
Two benefits of being an entrepreneur.
Two benefits. One is you get to you can make your own schedule, but it's got to be still like a 9 to 5 though. But I have more freedom now than I did before.
How does that feel? Having that freedom, is it a little scary? Like I can really I'm thinking, okay, not take too much out the account, but you could do whatever you want. If you don't have an event this coming weekend, you could do whatever and wherever.
Whatever I want.
Does that scare you?
No, I think that's the benefit of being an entrepreneur. I think, you're working. First of all, when you're an entrepreneur, you're working 10 times more than you worked at your regular job, especially when you're doing everything on your own, from shipping to graphic design to manufacturing, all that, So I feel like, when damn, I lost my train of thought.
No worries. We were saying the benefits of being an entrepreneur.
Oh, the benefits,
the freedom,
the freedom,
yeah.
So the freedom, so the freedom doesn't really scare me. I think it doesn't really scare me because I do have self-discipline to not go out and just blow a bag or, go on this vacation just because everybody else is going. Like,
oh my gosh, that's a whole nother thing
too. Yeah, I need a vacation though.
Wow,
I'm long overdue.
And I'm sorry, it just sounds so like, oh, the entrepreneur needs a vacation. No, it sounds like glorified hustle culture where it's like, dang, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
But to be in those shoes, though, to be like, I'm overdue for a vacation. Yeah. It's like, it's different.
It's different, yeah. Like I need about 3 or 4 vacations right now. But, it's one of those things where you just got to keep those, like I said before, like those opportunities to go on vacation, they'll come eventually if I keep if I keep going. That's what I keep telling myself. They better come.
Yeah.
They better come on, because I need. But I feel like for me, I'm just so locked in. Like I don't have time to do nothing like that. But
and you're enjoying what you're doing.
I'm enjoying what I'm doing though. So I do have more freedom in my schedule. Like I could play tennis 3 times a week. Some people can't do that. Or my friends will hit me like, "You're playing tennis again? I'm at work." Like, and I'm like, "Yeah, but you got weekends off. I work on the weekends." So it's a trade-off.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Second benefit, freedom being number 1.
Second benefit would be just the freedom to create. Like what I want when I want to.
Yeah.
Like nobody could tell me that I can't do a certain thing.
Cause you the man.
Cause I'm in charge. It's like dang, like I get the final say so. Even if somebody doesn't like a design, like I still get to decide.
Empowering.
Yeah.
And I feel like it probably didn't make a big difference because you were always a leader. But does that give you an extra
Yeah, it definitely gives you a little, a little pep in your step.
Yeah.
I think so, because it's like you are in charge of your own destiny. Like at the end of the day, you're your own boss.
Yeah,
and you get to. I mean, you make your own rules.
The shots,
you call the shots. So it's like, for years working, 9 to 5s or part-time jobs, somebody's telling you when you got to clock in, when you got to leave, what you got to wear to work, how you got to wear it. And it's like,
oh wow, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, all that. And it's like I can just do whatever I want. I'm not going crazy though, but I can still do whatever I want.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Moving on to essence.
Yes.
What do you love most about yourself?
Ooh. What do I like the most about myself? That's a good question. I like that I am creative. I like that I'm tall.
All the ladies love tall.
Do they?
I think so. On the dating apps, they'll be like, I forgot how it is, but it's like
Oh, the
has
height.
to be at least
The height requirements.
whatever.
Man, you know what I
How
mean?
tall are you so we can let everyone know?
On a good day, I'm 6'5". On a good day.
Hello, 6'5".
On a good day. On an average
Mr.
day.
Ranch.
On the average day, I'm 6'4.25". But you know, when I got my boots on, I'm 6'5". You feel me? When I feel good, I'm 6'5". I'm feeling good right now, so I'm 6'5". We sticking with that. But yeah, being tall is cool. What else do I like about myself?
Wait, so was it 6'5"?
Yeah.
And 5'3".
Oh, okay,
When
got you.
you're walking
Yeah.
and you are the height that you are with the boots on,
Yeah.
does it feel like elevating? Not only does it feel like you're better, but it just feels like
Nah.
I get to see everything that's going on.
No, I feel like I'm the type of person where I don't really need a lot of attention. And being tall, I do like the fact that I'm tall, but in certain settings, it draws attention, you know? And it's like,
I didn't even think about that.
like, sometimes I go to day parties, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm walking through, I see people doing this, like,
Oh.
and I'm like, if I was short, nobody would do that,
no one.
you know?
Unless you're short with a nice butt.
And everybody would be looking in. There you go. Yeah, see, I guess short and tall,
Right.
you know, advantages, disadvantages. But
I just feel like flies like this girl.
yeah, nah, hey. But yeah, being tall is cool. What else do I like about myself? What did I say?
Creative,
tall. I like that I am ambitious.
I like that.
I like that I am not afraid to take chances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Sounds like a solid person to
what I like
me.
about myself. Yeah.
Last question. In essence, when have you had to be the most patient with yourself?
The most patient. That's a good question. A few times in my life. What's the most recent one? Being the most when I was at the grocery store. No, I'm kidding. In the checkout line, you know. When I was in traffic on my way here. No, I'm kidding. The most patient in my life. I guess when I started my business because I knew it was just gonna be like sales overnight. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't gonna snap my finger and like
Bam.
sold out.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I had to work this thing. So being patient with that took a lot of patience because when you first start something, you really you're all in, all the way in. Like you invested in it, and the sales are not coming.
Yeah, and it takes
a little while.
Yeah,
and then you're like, what did I do? Am I supposed to be doing this? Like, you know. So I think that definitely taught me, or was a time where I had to be really patient in order to see results.
Yeah. A question popped up in my head. For someone who wants to start their own clothing line, how do they get in the circuit to get their stuff up, you know, in a market, and then also to be like reoccurring?
Yeah. If you want to start a brand, I think all you gotta do is just have one design. You know, I started with one design, and that one design is still my best seller. The hoodie you have on right now.
Oh wow.
That was my first design. Simple, text-based, you know, cool font.
Yeah.
But all you need is one design. I feel like, you know, people ask me all the time, and they're like, how can I do what you're doing right now? I'm like, just start.
Yeah.
You know, one design, two designs, few different colors, and then put it out there. Do a photo shoot some content. Nowadays, you got to shoot the content.
Yeah.
I'm working on that. And then promote it. And then to get into markets, all you have to do is like, I tell people, go on Instagram, search the word flea. Everything's going to come up.
Oh.
Or search market.
Okay.
All these markets will come up.
Okay.
And all you have to do is click the link.
Like message them.
Or usually they have a link in the bio for the website, and it's going to take you to their vendor submission, you know, page.
Oh, gotcha.
And it'll let you know like what you have to have
Yeah.
and what you need to do, and then they'll either approve you or not approve you. And I tell people, if you don't get approved, try again. You know, if at first you don't succeed,
try it again.
you dust yourself off and try again.
Yeah.
Aaliyah said that.
Rest in peace.
Bars. But yeah, it's pretty simple.
Moving on to the last section. Section.
Let's go.
I'm like my music's playing right now. What's your favorite word?
Oh shit! You know where
Let's
my
see
brain
if you've
went?
been saying what?
Say it again. Ask me that
What's
question
your
again.
favorite word?
Bitch, why I can't say it
my
like
God.
short?
Okay,
Bitch.
damn. That's it.
Sorry, that ain't my favorite word though. The Too Short song just came in my head. My favorite word is let me get serious. My one word, my favorite word. Damn. My favorite word. One word?
I'm trying to think if in this you were saying anything repeatedly. Not really.
I probably was. My favorite word. I would say right now
Mm-hmm.
it's fire.
Mm.
Like, that's fire.
That's fire.
That's fire. I say
Okay.
fire a lot.
What are you OCD about?
A lot of things.
Really?
I'm OCD about my business, my space. I didn't
like
realize.
things need to be in order.
Yeah, things got to be in
Okay.
order. Like everything has a home, like, and they got to be where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I'm not like I've been told. I'm kind of OCD,
Mm-hmm.
but then I had to take a step back and like, damn, am I OCD?
Mm.
I just like things in there where they go.
Yeah.
I'm pretty organized.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Do you have any pets?
No, I don't have any pets.
Okay.
No pets. I wish I could have some pets out here, but no space out here.
I just got a cat.
You
and
got a cat?
I'm just like, oh my God,
Nice.
what was this?
I'm allergic to cats.
Really?
Yeah.
Whew. So I'm impulsive and just
Just
2
did
days of cat sitting. I was like, oh, I think I need a cat now. And at one point I was just like, I've had him now for like a month and some weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this could have waited. This really could have waited.
So you can't take the cat back though.
Right. So I was saying that, and my
no
mom
cat
was
back,
like, "No, you're not doing that." And
Yeah.
I'm just like, "Okay, but are you gonna come pick up the cat?"
It's a newborn baby cat.
No, so it's a kitten, but
Oh,
he
okay.
looks pretty big for his age. He's about
Okay.
6 months.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like you, where it's like I like things in its place, and I'm OCD about hair. Like
too.
it's okay if my hair is
Yeah.
on the floor,
Yeah.
but there's a certain kind of hair I don't like,
Got you.
and he sheds. So it's like I'm learning to.
You didn't do your cat
know what?
research.
No, research what? The day I was gonna go pick him up, I'm like, what do cats eat?
You're like, what do cats
How
do?
like, yeah, for real.
Do cats meow?
And then the meaning of the meows, and like the tails have different signals, and I'm
got
just
you.
like, seriously.
But now you
girl?
locked in now.
I know, and it's just like I don't really know if this was the really best time. But what I'm telling myself is,
Yeah.
if I were to get pregnant and it was like not planned, I can't take the baby back. So
I feel you.
So that's what I'm trying to tell
So
myself.
This you say this is a good practice?
Yes.
Okay.
But next time, I am not going to be impulsive, because I could have done better.
I feel like this is gonna happen. You're gonna get another cat.
I don't think so.
Because you're gonna feel like your cat now is a girl or boy.
Boy.
It's a boy. He needs a friend.
Mm-hmm.
So you're probably gonna get another one. Usually that's how it happens.
Yeah, I don't. It's really making me like make my head spin.
That's
I don't
funny.
regret a lot of things, but that's something where I'm like, ooh,
If I had room out here in LA, you don't get a lot for your money. You know, I would definitely have a dog.
I was gonna say I could see you with one.
Yeah.
And what breed would you say?
I would get
A pit
now.
bull?
No, I wouldn't get a pit bull. Like I would probably get a German Shepherd, or I would get. I used to have a Chow. I would get another one. Yeah.
Wait, a what kind of dog?
A Chow.
Oh, I thought you said a child.
No,
snake.
no.
I was like, you used to have
I used to have a
child.
child.
Yeah.
No, a Chow.
I was
Yeah.
like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
And what does that look like? Is it small?
It's not. It's like medium size.
Okay.
It's like more like a brown furry dog.
Mhm.
I had one when I was younger. I'll probably get another one, or like maybe even like there's like the dog. It's like wrinkly. It's super small.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about?
It looks like it has rolls.
It's
on
not.
its
It's not a
back.
pug,
Oh, okay, I'm thinking of
but
that.
it does have rolls on its back. I always
Why
wanted
do
one of
you
them
like
dogs.
that?
I don't know. When I was a kid, I would see that little dog. I'm like, that dog looks like it's cool. Like it's easy to take care of.
Yeah.
So I would probably get one of those.
And also too, why do you like dogs? Because I'm trying to. I was thinking.
I think it's some country stuff. So
Oh.
you always have like farm or ranch dogs
Oh.
on the property,
Got you.
like guard dogs.
Yeah.
And then, just the way I was raised, We couldn't bring no animals in the house.
On a ranch, and you can't bring any
No,
animals in the
what?
house.
Animals in the house? What? That's a no-no.
Wow.
And you couldn't don't bring no cat in the house.
Why?
What? My family did not. We had cats on the farm, on the ranch, on the land, you know, and we would feed them and give them like, you know, milk or give them like food, like scraps. Yeah. But we didn't mess with no cats. Nah, we only mess with dogs and other animals, you know?
Wow.
Yeah. And my sister has 2 cats now. I'm like, who raised you?
Yeah. I didn't see this part of you.
Who raised
ever.
you? You got 2 cats. Like, that's crazy.
All right. Let's see. Ooh. What would you say to your younger self?
To my younger self, I would say focus on yourself and not everybody else. That's what I would say.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then last question, what is your ultimate life motto?
Take chances, get messy.
Bam! Bam, 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 bam. Why do you say that?
I got that from a wonderful, powerful, very good cartoon.
I'm thinking, you know, like she's the woman of my life. And
Nah. Miss Frizzle from Magic School Bus.
Oh my God.
She be like, you gotta take chances to get messy. I'm like, you goddamn right.
Yeah, because you just never know where it's gonna lead you.
You never know, and that stuck with me since I was a kid. Take chances to get messy.
Well, you heard it first. Thank you so much, Travis.
Thank you. I appreciate
guys.
Hold on. There we go.
Make this guy have to like be back up in order.
Let's go.
Like
Let's go.
5 months, 6
Run
months.
Run it
and
up.
Like shout out to all the man, I'm excited. I feel like your stuff is gonna blow even more.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
And
thank you for having that good energy. Every time I met you.
Really?
Well, every time I met you.
Yeah,
every time I see you, you come with the good energy.
Thank you.
Good vibes. You know, that helps when you're out of the market and you're like, dang, I'm kind of tired right now. And somebody comes to your tent and they got that good energy. It lifts you up.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you. This was great.